Welcome everybody to Lockpicking Central. Today we're going over some of the new stuff that we got that came in. First, let's start off with the big boy Master Lock. As you can see, this is their M15 Master Lock. Look at how big that is. This is the next one. This is the Master Lock M5. You can see the size difference here. This is their number 10 from Master Lock. This is supposed to be the hardest lock to pick that Master Lock has. We will be trying to pick that in a later video. And this is their number 9. So this is their second best, most hardest lock to pick. Both of these have a boron carbide shackle, so it is extremely hard to cut through this, especially with a pair of bolt cutters. It's going to be a lot harder than steel. And then it has a little more laminated block body with an security pinned core, which is pretty nice. So we will be picking both of these in a separate video. And next up we went to the hardware store because these took forever, so I wanted to have something else. This is from Ace Hardware. This is their laminated steel double locking hardened steel shackle high security padlock. They call it the 54535, and again, it's similar to the Master Lock. It does have, a different core in there than the Master Locks. So I am curious to see how hard this is to pick. It says it has 2,500 pound cut resistance. I find that hard to believe. 1,000 pound pry resistance, which I also find hard to believe. And 4-pin picking resistance, which 4 pins, they could have did better. They could have put 5 or 6 in here. But I get it. It is a small padlock. That's that guy. Next, we have another one from Ace Hardware. This is their solid brass padlock. They also consider this high security, lifetime warranty, weather resistant, and same thing, except even better. So this guy had 1,000. This one has 2,000 pry resistance. This one had 2,500. This has 4,000 cut resistance, and the 5-pin. So this one should be a little bit harder to pick. I'm not sure if either of these have any actual, security pins in there, but we will find out. On top of that, we also got this guy. So this is a quick set style lock in here. It's an entry door, so it is like a normal you see on like an office building or something like that for their outside. It says it is pick and bump resistant, which we're going to test that. Universal 6-way latch, which doesn't really matter. Fast and easy installation. I'm not so sure about that. Usually, I don't know if the average homeowner has tried to change their lock. It's usually not quite as easy as they make it out to be. It's not hard by any means, but it's not super easy. It comes with all the hardware, so we will also be picking this in a separate video. That is pretty much everything we got. I have one more thing for you guys though. This guy. So I am excited to show you guys this lovely piece of work here. This is the Sparrows. It does come from Sparrows. Wow, that's really hard to get out of the packaging. So it comes with an extra little Allen key there, as well as some extra picks, which is really nice because chances are a new person with this tool is going to be breaking this pick. It is just a thin piece of metal. It is a turning tool for the, wow, that's really dumb of me to not remember what the hell stuff is called. This is a turning tool for the disc detainer cores. So this has a little grid on here. You move this in and out. So I'll put up a little kind of photograph on how this actually works. Okay, so basically you have a picture on the screen right now which has a sidebar, the discs, the spacers, and it shows you the false gate and the true gate. So at the very beginning you have a disc followed by a spacer, followed by a disc, followed by a spacer, followed by a disc, and so on and so forth. Now that's at the top. Underneath that you can see there's a little tiny opening which is considered the false gate. Some of them have one, some of them have more than one. It's where it just wiggles just a little bit to trick you into thinking that that disc is set.
it works rather well, but once you are in your true gate, which you can see right underneath the false gate, it is a much, much bigger opening. It is a lot more loose in the tension there, so you can actually feel pretty good when it's actually in the true gate. And then when each and every one of these discs is in the true gate, the sidebar will no longer be holding this lock shut. So that's basically how a disc detainer lock works. Let's go ahead and get right on back into the video. Yeah.
So basically, you take your turning tool, which would be something like a lock pick. So something, I mean, it's not going to be a snake rake, but like a broken lock pick or something like that. Stick it all the way in and turn all of those plates or core, whatever you want to call it. There, they got, so I'll show you, like I said in the picture, it's a plate, a spacer, a plate, a spacer, and all of these have to turn as far clockwise as possible. Then you stick this into the core and tension off the first, I guess I'm calling them plate, but I'll correct it on the screen here. You tension off of that, so you're turning this inside the lock, and then you go in with this and start turning those core or the plates until it feels like it has a flat spot. So they'll probably be in a good quality lock, I should say. There'll be a fake space, like, you know, like a trap. So it'll be a little bit of resistance like this. So oh, that's not what we wanted to do. So this whole thing can move forward in case you didn't see. But yeah, this part is really the only part that's supposed to move forward. So it'll be a little bit of turning like this, but there'll probably be a space where you can actually turn it like that. So that's when you know it's at a true gate, and you're gonna pick each individual one. So this grid is here to help you, but each individual line doesn't not necessarily mean that's where it's going to be. Each lock is different. I found in a couple locks they are right on the line, and I found in a lot of locks they are kind of in between the line, and you will feel kind of where they are when you're going through it. I am still learning this. This is why I have not posted a video with this being used to pick a lock yet. So I am still in the process of learning, but I thought I'd show you some of the cool stuff that we have that we just got in. So this is from Sparrows. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to get yourself one. They do go very fast, but if you're interested in learning how to do a disc detainer core, definitely need going to be a tool like this, and a quality tool from Sparrows. I'd trust all their tools. I've had some cheap Chinese picks and stuff like that, and they tend to not be quite as reliable. They bend easier, and I've actually had one break. So that's kind of why I stick with Sparrows or someplace that I know is, you know, going to be reliable. So I will post the links to both Sparrows, the disc detainer core, as well as some of the other stuff that I have on some of the other places I go for tools. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Post a comment down below if you want to see something in particular. If you're not subscribed, what you waiting for? We got excellent stuff coming up soon. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for all the latest content. Have a good day. Peace!